All right, my friends, welcome back. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. This is Frank Zappa. This is the visualizer to the song Keep It Greasy. This was put up a year ago on the Frank Zappa YouTube channel. This is a patron reaction request for my most excellent and patient patron, Phil. So, Phil, thank you so much. Please, front and center. The rest of you find a seat. We are going to listen to this together, and I will give you a raw, honest, and unedited reaction. Please check out the description box below for ways to support the channel, merchandise, that sort of stuff, and all the different places that you can find me where I do slightly different things. So it's not all the same. And what else do I want to say? Music rocks. You see what I did there? All right, Frank Zappa, Keep It Greasy. Keep it greasy, Frank. Here we go.
Well, there ain't enough. All the good girls are looking all the time. Good men is something that they can't find. Cause if they find one miraculously, they're trying to be loving as they can be. If they find one and let him go, chances are they might not never find one no more. Keep it breezy, so
maybe not.
Keep it breezy, so go down easy. So we'll go down easy. Rolling over and breathing down and rocking through the hard times. Good loving man, all is fine. A good woman needs to ease her mind. And I know of you that need to ease it behind. All you gotta do is squeeze it down and everything is fine. Keep it breezy, so we'll go down easy. Keep it breezy, so we'll go down easy. Keep it breezy, so we'll go down easy. Roll it over and breezing down and rocking through the hard times. You don't need no fancy grease. Get yourself some rump release. Any kind of lube will do. Maybe from another part of you. From the north, from the south. Take a little slobber from the side of your mouth.
Oh my God. Frank.
Breeze it down. Here come that crazy screaming sound. Keep it breezy, so we'll go down easy. Keep it breezy, so we'll go down easy. Keep it breezy, so we'll go down easy. Roll it over and breeze it down. 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 Grease it down.
not fair. What he's doing on drums. I gotta hear that drum fill again. That's wicked. Lighting's even getting weird. It's just not fair. Oh my god. Oh. My brain doesn't know how to process that right now. That was just... wow. Oh my god. Oh, it's so experimental. Just like the lighting. I got a new lighting because my other one crapped out on me, and now I'm just trying to figure out how to balance this out. And the camera, which is my cell phone, likes to try to adjust for the lighting. Anyways, I can see why Frank Zappa is really loved and appreciated. There's many reasons, but musically, because I know, didn't he stand up to fight against censorship? And he was involved in that part of it, of freedom, expression, art as expression, First Amendment rights that are protected. They're not given to us, they're protected. We're born with that right. Anyways, so musically, it's always an adventure. Musically, it's always experimental. There's a lot of it that sonically, your mind is trying to make sense of what's going on, and at some point you just have to let go of that and allow this river of sound, these currents to take you wherever they're going to take you, and just appreciate it. Forget trying to count, what time signature they're in. Forget trying to figure out what style he's playing. You reach a certain level of mastery, and it's not that you know every note and you know every style and you've practiced everything. There's just something about music that when you're in that groove, you can feel it. You're not counting out the measures. You're feeling the groove, and things just start to have a feel. They start to come together. I'm sure at the initial stages of putting together a song like this, you're working on your rudiments and okay, we're going to shift to this and that, that sort of thing. Or you just improvisationally, if I said that right, allow it to kind of slide where it needs to go. Keep it greasy. Now, the subject matter is a little questionable at times. But again, Frank Zappa always pushed the boundaries, didn't he? Or at least that's what I'm starting to get an impression of. And I can see why he would be sort of laying the groundwork for bands that later on would take up this mantle of craziness, and I say that with love, not, not out of a spirit of negativity, but bands like Primus or Mr. Bungle even. Oh my God. Mike Patton's side group outside of Faith No More. Mr. Bungle, this reminded me a lot of like a very subdued version of Mr. Bungle. I think probably Frank Zappa was an influence in the creation of that band. I'm guessing, but how could it not be? Because it's always so everywhere, the music, and constantly shifting. And then the subject matter. No, Mr. Bungle was a little more... Back when they first came out, I was like, oh wow, me and my friends were like, this is like hilarious, it's cool, it's inappropriate, it's great. Now all these decades later, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm listening to songs like this, or that I've listened to songs like this. But again, it's about influence. It's about music taking it to the levels, pushing past those levels, and seeing what you can do with it. Now, that doesn't make all of it good and fine and right, but generally speaking, it's okay to push the boundaries to a certain degree. Life is about testing your limits and pushing those boundaries. But you also have to respect. That's the other thing. Respect the structure of music. Respect sometimes the improvisational flow of music. You don't always have to be in key as long as you're in time, if that makes sense. So, yeah, very strange, very, very greasy, as Bubbles would say. And that's Greasy. And that's Frank Zappa. And there you have it, folks. I'm done. I'm done meandering. Because that music is, like, perfect for my mind to just... All of us ADHDers, that whether we're, like, full-on ADHD or show a little bit of it or whatever, this kind of stuff is, like, that's what keeps it interesting. Because the mind doesn't have time to settle and digest and get bored. It keeps moving. So, very cool. All right, God bless you. Jesus loves you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you later.